I'm ready to give the good guy a chance, but now the good guy won't give me a chance. Modern women really do want the good guy now, but the good guys have moved on. They realize their worth, and you ladies sometimes just aren't worth it. Shots fired! Got a banger from men only. Let's get straight into it.
The greenest of green flags is dating a lazy guy. We love them. They're the best. Why is that? Because they are too lazy to study forms of love bombing, manipulation, gaslighting, all of that.
Do you think I studied that stuff? No, I just learned it after years and years of practice.
The toxic guys kind of study it, replicate it, and suck you into the vortex. Why would a lazy guy do that?
No, I just did things that got results, and typically being mean to you ladies actually worked.
He's too busy worrying about his golf swing, his surfing, all of those things. Biz with the boys. You're more worried about their well-being when they go out rather than a girl being out. They're mentioning a girl. Like, you wouldn't even think twice about it. You're like, oh yeah, cool. You'll feel so safe and secure and your nervous system loves it. It really does. I'm naturally an intense person, right? I'm crazy in my lane. You be lazy in your lane. We love that. It's great. Great dynamic because I'm draining his energy. Because
I want you to drain something.
He's too lazy that he's probably thinking I'm too full on. So what in any girl's right mind would you think if you had that dynamic that he would cheat? He's going out to the boys to escape you, essentially. He doesn't even want to look at another woman because he's like, that's too exhausting. Now, the downside of dating a lazy guy is you can't have to remind him. And a lot of women are like, I don't want to have to remind him to do things. And blah, blah. No,
that's just called being a man. Chat, put in one in chat if you agree with this. Bro, Cass has to remind me to do things every freaking day, bro. I forget. She'll tell me and I forget instantly.
You do with a lazy guy, but you will also be feeling safe and secure, and you know, like, there's no intention behind it.
Women don't like lazy guys, though, bro. This is such a lie.
They do something bad.
Do?
You know, there's no ulterior motive to it. It's just like a dumb act that you're like, really? No. You can't have to be really firm with them. It's like training like a Labrador dog. You're just like, excuse me. Hello? Can I have attention? Hey, can you pick up this? Can you do that? And they're like, yeah, no worries. If you date a nice, lazy guy, they're great. You just have to tell them.
It's always...
I don't think she's... I don't think this nice, lazy guy was her first pick. Oh, my Lord Lanta, what is this?
I have a question for the women out there that do actually have a lot of experience when it comes to physical intimacy with men. What is the percentage of them that are actually good at it? Because back when I was trying to...
Baby girl, you are not at... Oh, my God. What's the percentage of men that are actually good at it? Oh, my God. Imagine a guy that looks like this talking about, where are all the baddies at, bro? Where are all the baddies that know how to flop it on a freaking sausage, dude? Honey. Oh.
To date, I talked to so many guys that talked so much
Ooh.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Talked to so many guys, huh?
shit about how they're good at this and they're good at that and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And like, I was skeptical, truly skeptical that any of them had any idea what they were actually doing.
Another thing I've
Good Lord.
noticed by being here in America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other. Like, men say they would rather date internationally, and women say they just not impressed with the guys here. I've spoken with both, and you just guys don't like each other. And I think that's a massive problem. If you don't like the people in your own culture and in your own country, well, like, I don't understand why you guys are so nice here. Like, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. But again, like, the standards are blurred. But yeah, you guys just don't like each other. Maybe you should work on that and start liking your own nation and like your own people, you know.
Bro, I think I just got dumber.
You stupid.
Jeebus crust. Let's get to this next chick. The volume was too freaking low on that one anyways.
Chasing delusion. Respect validation. That's the new standard.
I know I haven't been talking much about my dating life lately, but I just got back from a coffee date. Did not end the way it should have ended. And let's make it clear, I'm open to discussion. If I'm crazy and off the wall here for thinking this, go ahead and let me know. But
I definitely will.
Don't feel like this is out of line. A grown man who is 4 years older than me, asked me on a coffee date today, which is perfect. It's right up my alley. I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't want to go out to lunch. A coffee date is literally the key to my heart. So of course I took him up on it. We met, we were vibing, we were having fun. I ordered a latte, a bottle of sparkling water. He had a latte as well, but his latte took a little bit longer because the server dropped some glassware and had to clean it up. So it took a second to get his drink to the table. The date was winding down, we're ready to go home, and the server comes by with a bill. And she goes, you know what, here's the bill. I took your chai latte off the bill. Sorry it took so long, but it is on us, like, so sorry about that. Thoughtful, nice, right? So he grabs the bill and he goes, oh, you'd like to split it?
Oh my God, he wanted to split one drink.
Would I like to split a $15.23 bill? Again, it's not about the money. It's
If it's not about the money, then shut up and pull your wallet out.
about chivalry. It's about a man being a man. Honestly, it's a little embarrassing. Even if I'm out with my girlfriend, okay, maybe someone will pay for the bill and someone will Venmo back, but $15.23 to split that?
Maybe you weren't $15 worth of a date. Shots fired! Sorry.
And then to tip on top of that? Ugh. Just got
What a king. He knew his worth.
the major ick. So of course I tipped the server $10 on my $7 and whatever cent half of the bill was, because I was embarrassed. That is not right. I mean, she should not have to go the extra effort to even split the bill. It's just crazy. And what makes matters worse is that he asked at the end, so we do this again, right? I don't know. I'm just completely turned off by it. I understand maybe he's trying to weed out like sugar babies or whatever. I'm like, this literally is $7. If you can't pay for a $7 coffee, why are you asking me out on a date in the first place? Now you're going to go down in history as the man who didn't pay for my coffee. So say it didn't work out between us. Maybe a few months go by and one of my girlfriends, oh, I'm going on a date with this guy, shows me a photo. What am I going to tell her? Oh, that's the guy that didn't pay for my coffee. You don't want to be known as that. You don't want to be known as that. Be a gentleman. Pay for the coffee. Pay for the $7 coffee. That's all
Be a woman. Be submissive and agreeable. Shots fired! How about that?
it takes, and there won't be any drama, any bad blood. It's easy. Easy.
Of course, it's easy for her to say. And it's always these women that are older have the highest standards, right? When in reality, the older you get, ladies, the lower your standards should be. You're getting older. You should foot your own bill. Be an adult. You're so proud of it online, being an adult, paying your own bill. Now, for me, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you take a woman out on a coffee date, you can pay for the coffee, bro. But a dinner date, splitting that bill. Or you can even say on the first date, hey, I'll get this one, you get the next one. That cool? Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. Holding her up and being accountable. Hey, I thought we had a good time. I'll get this one, you got the next one. That's a great way to ask for a second date. Splitting a coffee when they took your coffee off the bill, not the best look. It is $7. Do I think this lady's a gold digger? Probably not, but she is a little bit older. So if this guy, that's a way for him to vet him out, I don't really blame the guy. Because clearly it irked her for some reason, so who's to say down the line she's not looking to chase his wallet down, you know what I mean? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nix of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can we get some freeze in the chat? Please. I have a hungry dog back here. Loki, free? That's a freaking good boy, dude. A goodiest of the good boys. Make sure to chew it before you swallow it, alright? Don't be a silly nut and choke on a piece of jerky so I have to come back there and give you a doggy CPR, cuzzo. He's really getting in there today, ain't he? The Loki cam live and direct. Live and directly to your mobile. Let me know right now in the chat and in the comments if you would. What do you guys watch on? Do you watch on TV? Do you watch on your phone? Do you watch on your computer? I want to see if the YouTube analytics are actually correct. And it looks like a lot of you guys are unsubscribed. I would love it if you guys subscribed. Thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, please sub. Trying to get to 200K by Christmas. Let's get back into it. Okay.
Hot. He was
Sorry,
very.
Sean.
I went to a coffee shop yesterday, and the barista was really hot. He was very noticeably attractive from the moment I walked in. So I went up to the counter. You know, we had some great eye contact. I ordered my things. We had a little chat. It was cute. It was customer service. You know, they have to be nice to you. So I sit down, and I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm eating my little sweet treat, and I just keep kind of glancing over at this man because jaw on floor. And I'm texting one of my friends like,
She's talking about me.
You're a liar!
like, I kind of want to shoot my shot. I'm terrified, though. I'm terrified. It's scary to talk to people in person and put yourself out there and be vulnerable. Plus, I was like, there is no way this man is single. He is tall. He is built. He has nice eyes. He's got a great smile. He's being so sweet to all of the patrons. Like, somebody has scooped him up. So I prepared a whole script in my head. I was like, here's how I'm going to ask him, you know, for his info, and then he's going to tell me that he's taken, and then I'm going to say this and leave. I had an exit strategy. So finally, I work up enough courage, and there's a break in the line of people at the cafe, and I stood up, and I went up to him, and I said, excuse me, genuinely no hard feelings if not, but you're very handsome, and I was wondering if I could give you my number.
Garbage. Garbage. Dude, women have no game. Imagine if a guy walked up to a woman and said, hey, darling, I think you're really pretty, and I want to give you my number. Bro, that would not work, bro.
You stupid.
That is not game right there. Ladies, that is not game. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. That is not game. Giving him one compliment and saying, hey, I want to give you my number. Like, women really do be thinking they walk in a red carpet out like, and I would see the gauges on this woman in her ears and already be like, it's a no for me. I mean, she's cute at best. I'd give her a 6. But if this guy is creme of the crop, creme de la creme, if he's good enough for you, he's good enough for a few. Shubba should have bought a Honda.
He said yes.
Well, that's good.
I was shook. I did not expect it. So he gives me something to write with. I write down my number. We introduce ourselves. We had a little chat. Learned a couple things. I was giddy. And so I'd leave the coffee shop, and I'm freaking out. I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
But I will say, dude, a lot of the times when ladies shoot their shot, it freaking works. Ladies, you want to approach a guy, do it. It worked for this chick. Just try that. Hey, I think you're handsome. Want to give you my number. Boom.
Heart was in my throat. It was beating out of control. And I called my friends that I'd been texting about it, and I was like, I did it. But something feels wrong in the number I left. And I kept repeating the number I'd written down, and I was like, this doesn't feel like my number. My friend is like, you know your phone number. Like, no way you messed that up. And I'm like, I genuinely don't think I wrote down the right phone number. And I can't get this thought
You stupid.
out of my head. And I've walked like a block, and I was like, I need to go back. Can you send me my phone number? I don't remember it. So my friend had to screenshot my contact, send me my own phone number so I could jog my memory. I had to go back into the coffee shop. So I walk back in, and I'm like, hey, it's me again. Can I see what I wrote down? So he hands it to me. I had written down my mom's phone number. I don't know what happened. My brain just went smooth. And so then I had to tell this poor man what had happened. I had to be like, hey, so I guess I kind of panicked when you said yes because I wasn't expecting it. And I accidentally wrote down my mom's phone number. So here's my actual phone number. Yeah, sorry about that. And he laughed and he was really sweet about it. And he was like, yeah, I'll text you and not your mom. And I hightailed it out of there. I was so red. I was so embarrassed. Fortunately, sure enough, a few hours later, he texted me and he said it was the sweetest and most hilarious thing that had happened to him in a while. And that he would absolutely love to get together sometime. So we're going to see each other on Thursday. And if this is not a quintessential Rebecca dating story or like an insight into what a weird person I am and the mistakes I make, then I don't know what is.
When a woman finds
Hey, I'm gonna give it up to her though. I was kind of grilling her at first. I'm gonna give it up to her. She shot her shot. She secured the date. She had enough confidence to say, "Hey, I made a mistake." Like I wish more women would be like this. I think this would be really good. Like I think this is a great thing. So kudos to this woman, Rebecca, if that's her name. Kudos to you, honey. Kudos to you.
On a date over the weekend, I ended up calling it off. My personal preference is, because I do think I have a good assessment of men on dating apps, that if I'm willing to meet up with you, I'd rather just meet up rather than doing this whole texting thing.
Bro, I'm sorry. It's the face card, bro. The face card is declining.
Whole phone screen thing, whatever. That's just my personal preference. So this guy, he wants to hop on the phone to like get a vibe check of me, which honestly,
I feel like she looks just like her dad.
that is totally reasonable. Wasn't my favorite, but okay, fine. Let's have a phone call. Of course, because I'm me.
Yeah, she looks like her dad's name is like, you know, like Ramon and he's Italian.
I pass his vibe check. And over text, he's been like super flirty and made it very clear he doesn't do dinner dates early on. But if you're gonna be flirty with me and be all sexual with me, then like, you know, like if you're gonna be stingy with your dinner dates, like I'm gonna be stingy with my flirtation and my body. Dinner does not equate sex, but when you're being cheap and stingy, like don't be flirting with me like that.
These women really do be thinking they 10 out of 10s. Baby, he's being stingy because you're not all that.
When that is your rule, right? It's just gross. Like if you can be stingy, then so can I. And if you are spending a lot of money on dates because you don't know how to pick the women, like that is not my problem. I personally don't go on a lot of dates, so like if I am going on a date, like I do it.
You're a liar!
Expect to be treated nicely because I'm giving you my time. Anyway, I pass his
I
phone.
love how these women want princess treatment for doing the bare minimum. I'm giving you my time. Oh, we got to walk out the red carpet for you. Stop it.
Call, vibe check, and so then we agreed to go for drinks for our first date. And when we say drinks, I'm thinking drinks. And to me, that's a perfect first date. You have a little alcohol, loosens you up, you're good, you know, you can vibe. So now it's the day before the date, and I'm like, okay, like what's the plan? And he's like, okay, we're gonna meet at this cafe first for coffee and tea, and then we're gonna go to drinks to the second spot. And because I had already seen like what this guy had said about dinner dates and like needing to have that phone screen, like to me that is just so annoying. It made me so mad because I'm like, the agreement was to go for drinks. Now you're adding this coffee tea thing ahead of our drinks. Like that, this is another pre-screen.
Jeebus crust, my head is hurting listening to her. Let's go to the last chick here. What do we got? Coffee and drinks, and you wanted to have a pre-party to the party, and then come on.
Supposed to go on a date today, and the guy was super cute, super nice. We matched on Hinge, and I was like, okay, what's the red flag, right? Well, the red flag is that he ghosted me. Love that. And I'm like, I'm a for the plot dater, okay? Like, first, second date, I'm like, the worst that could happen is it's a funny story. And I genuinely do love dating. Like, I think it's really
If a woman loves dating, you know what that means?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
fun, and I've had so many like funny stories from it, right? But I'm like, how am I supposed to date for the plot if my date ghosts me? And I'm like, I'm no stranger. Like, I've been ghosted before. Like, it doesn't happen that often, but like it is like a hit to the ego, if anything. And it's like when you are like actively dating, like you're gonna get ghosted. Like that's just how it works, especially if you're on Hinge. I understand that. But I was actually looking forward to this date, and I could not tell you the last time that I was like genuinely excited to like hang out with somebody. And that's what sucks about it, is because I was like, oh my God.
Or what I don't think the modern women realize, especially when they get on TikTok and talk about this stuff, is it makes you look lame. You got ghosted, bruh. Clearly he didn't see you as valuable. Clearly your conversation was dry. You were boring. There wasn't much to you. So therefore he's like, I'll just ghost you. I'll go with my first string, not my second string. You're pretty much admitting you're JV at best. Like, this is never a flex to talk about getting ghosted. I date for the plot. No, you're a runner.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
That's what that means. Dating for the plot. What is that? What even is that? Dating for the plot. Loki, have you ever even heard of dating for the plot? Goodness gracious. Soon enough, men will be dating for bots. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.